So how to prevent and control? We need to make sure the sodium levels are low, and we need like how many teaspoons a day? 1 teaspoon. Who get 1 teaspoon of sodium a day, or salt per day? Nobody, unless you're cooking your own food from scratch, like the piece of yam and a cassava and a sweet potato and some callaloo, and you didn't put no salt in there, then you'll probably be on target for that. Okay, Mr. Communication, if we could get that slide that says which of these food has more sodium, it's like flip, 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 flip. We should get there and we could see it. I'm going to give you that quick quiz and then we get to test again. Look at them fancy slides. So tell me a complication of high blood pressure. One complication. It affects your head and your heart. But give me one complication. You get a stroke and you can't see. Okay. All right. Here. Which of these have more sodium? You didn't get to see it. I just tell you what it was. So a corn tortilla or a flour tortilla. Which of them has? Has more sodium? The flour. Okay. So you can't rely on your taste, right? Okay. One more. How about the next one? Next one. Brown rice or seasoned brown rice? Why seasoned brown rice? That little packet in there, right? Okay. Bing, 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 bing. You guys remember well. Okay, how about vegetables? Vegetables are good. All vegetables are good. What difference does it make where it comes from? A can or off the tree or in a package? Which of them has more sodium? Well, why the can? Well, can you eat the one in the can? What you gonna do with it? Rinse it and add your own season. Bing, bing, bing. So for persons who are, wait. We have an associate teacher for tonight. Who said ketchup just now? Put up your hand. There you go. Now, everybody in here who is hypertensive or knows someone who's hypertensive, tell them not to eat ketchup. What is in ketchup? A whole heap. Yes. It has an elevated amount. Please add that word to your vocabulary. Elevated amount of sodium. Okay? And what is my favorite thing to talk about that we need to include in our everyday? Exercise. We need physical activity. Make sure you put that in there. Okay, so that's it. That's a quick revision. Now, anybody who was here last week that is here today and want to practice to make sure they do it right at home? So you know here when me asked before, would I cover more stuff? You were coming in, you were sitting right there. Me say, who there? Okay. It was at the time when the mic was out of, very low. Okay, so anyone wants to learn how to make sure they do it right. Mr. Communications, can we get the slides with how to take your pressure? It's a couple of pages down where you got to see how to do it, where you take multiple readings. It says accurate measurement and self-monitoring of blood pressure. That one. Click, click. There you go. Okay, so here we go. This is how you learn how to do it. We're going to show you how to do it. Can you do the next slide, please? Tell you to avoid. So before you take your pressure, quiz, before you take your pressure, what you need to make sure you do? Relax and what else? Remember, if you need to go to the bathroom, you need to go to the bathroom. If you have full bladder and you want to go and you take your pressure, what's going to happen? What's the E word? Elevated. And you need to rest at least 5 minutes. Okay, and we need to use what kind of cuff? It starts with an A. Automated. All right. Good. Okay, so who you've been sitting for a few minutes, so we're going to see how you're supposed to sit. One more. I'm going to show you how to sit up. Can we flip to the next slide? And the next one. Okay, who remember how you're supposed to sit? Sit up, okay, and what else? Where's your feet supposed to be? Firmly planted on the floor? And your back upright? Okay, and where your hands supposed to be? By whose side? My side or your side? Your side, okay. Okay, all right, so I wanted you to see where you look like this. Mr. Communication. Look at that, look at that, look at that. There you go. So we cover all of that, right? What if my legs are like this? Look, what if my legs are like this? What if I'm like this? How about this? How about this? This? Okay. All right, so you got it. Okay, so here we go. Who wants to come now and practice? We could show you some more slides. If any volunteer? Anybody want to know how to do it right? We want to make sure when you do it at home, you're doing it correctly. You do it? Well, even if you do it last week, if you didn't do it, if there are persons here who didn't do it last week and want to do it now, they could come. No, you're not getting anything. You're getting to come and practice. That's what we're doing right now. Elder Straker, come. Come, Elder Straker. Come practice. Come and practice, Elder Straker. All right, so we're going to sit. Oh, look. Oh, you can't do that. You're going to elevate the pressure. Walk. Take off the jacket because you need your arm. You need something thin. D. So don't push it up. Yeah, you need a thing. So you don't need anything to be squeezing your arm. We can do 8. We can do 8. Come. Yes, 4 at each table. 8 persons. Yes. Do you take your pressure at home? We don't want to. So let me make this clear. I don't want to know what your blood pressure reading is. I just want you to be able to put on the cuff, put it on properly, and read. Okay? So you could go ahead and start. Ain't no be talking now. No be talking. Make sure the cuff can fit your arm. You want to switch? Switch. Where you want to switch? You want to use that one? Why? All right. They do look different. Okay, so no, you just have to turn them on. So you gotta make sure. Put your hand. You gotta make sure if this is thin enough. Okay, so put on the cuff. Go on, watch you do it. Follow the arrow, right? There's an arrow on there. You see how your hand's supposed to look? You see the picture? Okay. Okay. There's arteries, so you gotta line it up. So it comes around a little bit above the elbow. A little bit above the elbow. The cup is too small. Okay. You put it on. We're gonna watch you put it on. We're not gonna do it for you because we want you to be able to do it at home. It's above your elbow, a little bit above the elbow. So open it. Pull it. Pull. Okay. So when you put it on, you see how this? Okay. Fine. Wait. By the arm. Okay, and then you pull it. You do it. I don't want to do it for you because if you're home, I'm not going to be there to do it. Elder Straker, you got it? No. Did he do it right? No. He did? Okay. No talking. Elevated is for sodium and blood sugar. And your relationship, your spiritual relationship with Jesus, that should be elevated. What do you say? Okay. You good? You done? Okay, so you know how to do it? You think you could do it at home? Okay. No, you don't get it to go. Is that where your numbers usually are? Well, we can have a yes. We need. Okay, so one thing you have to be mindful of, right, is if you're getting a monitor for yourself, you need to make sure the cuff fits your arm, right? It has to wrap around and fasten and not be, because when the machine is pumping up, if it's not firm, then you wouldn't get a good reading. My sister, you got it right? You fix it right? I don't need your number. Did you fix it good? Did she fix it good, Dominique? She did? Oh, you checked her? I don't need her number. I just need to know that she put it on properly. That's all I need is putting it on properly. Okay. Huh? Who? So when you take your pressure, you do it one time, write it down 2 times, and then you figure out you take the lower of the 2, right? So you know, do it at least, do it, and just so you know, you'll get a different reading on both arms. I think the right arm probably give you a different number from the left arm. And no talking. This student is failing over here because she's talking. Scared of what? The machine can't do you nothing. Don't look at it. Okay, we just need to make sure you know how to put it on. That's it. I go to the doctor and they taking my blood pressure. Just the fact that they tell me they're going to do it, my heart is palpitating. It's like it's going to fly out of my chest. And I'm like, what? They'll be like, sit down and calm down a little bit. Here's a newspaper, read it a little bit. As soon as I get back and they come with that stethoscope to go, I'm like, brum, brum, brum. I'm like, oh my. Which is why you need to learn how to read it at home so you could keep track of it for a week or 2. And then when you go to the doctor, you'll know what your numbers are because you've been checking it for a week. Doctor, these are my numbers for the week. When you go in there, you have a 200 over 300 over 150, and the doctor says they're going to admit you right away. Like, no. It's that white coat syndrome. Look at my paper. These are my numbers, right? Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Any more takers? You want to come? Come. We got one more taker here. One more taker. Okay, and then after this, we're going to transition into good stuff. You guys have a good sense of humor. It's a loving church. Okay, you got to do it. You know how to do it? Go ahead. She's going to watch you do it. You're going to try, yeah. We make sure you got it right. Okay. Can anybody see Brother Ralph sitting at the table? How is he sitting? What's his posture? Did you see? He looked like a kid got caught in the cookie jar, right? He went straight right up. Okay, how are the feet looking on the floor? Look right. How about his back? Well, he's sitting down. He should have done that before. How's his posture? How is the posture? How is the posture? Goodish? All right. Okay. Don't make it too stiff. Okay. All right. You'll see it when it stops. You press it. Press it. And sit up. Don't be watching it. Don't look at it. Sit up. Then breathe. Breathe. Take nice deep breath in and out. So do you know if your pressure is high because you were panicking, if you sit down and take a couple of deep breaths, like, come, let's practice in the meantime while he's getting his done. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out. When you let it out, you got to let it all out till it's done. Then you go again, in, out. Don't that feel good? Okay, so if you're a little bit, anxious, and if you have panic attacks or you're a little bit anxious, just find a little corner and take a couple of deep breaths in, let it out a couple of times, and that should sort of kind of calm you down. Okay? Did everybody have some water today? Yes? How did you drink your? Oh, he has a cup full back there. Is it full or empty? You just empty it? How did you drink your water? You just gulp it down? What you do? What's a sip? She's demonstrating a sip. All right. So you ever hear about chewing on your water? I'm buying time till he finishes his. You ever hear about chewing on your water? Oh, yeah, it tastes good. Just chew. You add the saliva to it. That helps it with... And then you swallow. Oh, you shouldn't wait till you're thirsty to drink your water. But if you just make sure you're drinking before you're thirsty. If you wait until you're thirsty to drink, then you're dehydrated at that point, right? And when you're at that stage, your pressure is likely to be elevated because you're not having enough. Now, does anyone have problem with drinking the water and running to pee right away at the bathroom, run to the bathroom? Nobody? Yes? Okay, so that has to do with the way you drink your water, right? You see, you drink, gulp, 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 and it go in, and it comes right back out. So if you sip it or get mouthful, then it doesn't come out, and then your body is actually able to use the water. All right? Okay. Ta-ta-da-da. How are we doing so far? Are you enjoying the bonus section? Yes? Huh? Oh, he finished already. So let me tell you what's good about Brother Ralph. Is that his name, right? He's maximizing what is going on. He wants to learn, and he's making sure whatever question he has gets answered. Yes, why not? It's in the church and it's free. Hi. You know how to do it? Okay. She's going to show you how to do it. Okay, we do this for 5 more minutes, and then we use the rest of the time for the kitchen remedies. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? You got it all done, pack? You got it good? Everybody have? No questions? No questions? Going once? Huh? So here's what the tablet is for. It has what they call a diuretic attached to it, right? Diuretic make you go pee-pee. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. So here's it. Well, you can't tell me that because I'm gonna tell you did it. Were you here last week? What does it say? You need to take your medication as prescribed. Ain't no but. Okay. So then you could talk to your doctor about that. Do you have one or two? Is it one med or two? One. You take one or two? Two. Talk to your doctor about it. Remember last week I said you can ask your doctor. So pretty much one of the. If I were who I am, so she have prescribed that medicine. Have medicine that they prescribe. You can ask him. Whatever you say, ask him, is there another medication that you could take that would prevent you from flipping every 5 minutes? So you have the conversation. But that's what it's supposed to be. What? Ask him. Ask him. Listen, ask. That's what they're there for. Ask. Write it down. Ask. Ask. So one thing I want to remind us, gentle reminder. I'm the only one talking right now. No competition. I'm in charge. Okay, so here's my question. The relationship you have with your healthcare provider has to be one of trust. Two ways, right? If you're afraid to ask questions when you get there, then you don't need to be going to that doctor, right? So during the week or the month between this visit and the next one, write down all your questions. When you get there, you forget everything that you were going to ask. Write it down, and when you get inside, you say, Doc, here's my list of questions. So he has to reprogram his head, whether he's going to give you 10 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever the visit is supposed to be. He has to reprogram his head and know that he's not going to kick you out in 30 seconds because you have questions that need answering. Sometimes they ask you, do you have any question? And you'll be like, yes, but you totally forgot the questions that you had. Write it down so when you get there, you can ask your question. If they're not answering your question, then you need to find another one. I'm paying my money. That's why you go with your piece of paper and you say, Doc, I have a few questions. No, the girl on the outside, no disrespect. You're not the one that's going in depth. I appreciate that you do. You take my pressure, you do all of that stuff, and you poke my finger. I appreciate that. But this is the one that is in charge of my care. If he can't answer your question, then you need to find somebody who can answer your question. And if you have health insurance, you must go where? Go to the doctor. There are people without coverage. You got 30 seconds. There's people without coverage that would love to go to the doctor, and they're afraid to go. And you have coverage, you need to go at least once a year, get that head to toe. It doesn't cost you anything. Everybody's insurance give them one health check for the year. Then give you blood, mammogram, prostate, the whole 9 yards. Did you know that men have breast cancer too? Okay, so then I don't know what they're going to pull and flip it around and turn it around, but they'll figure it out. Okay. All right. So here we go. Are we good with the blood pressure? Yes? Okay. So now, are you ready for the next part? Yeah, you're going to need a pen. Everybody got a pen? 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 Because you got to write it down. I didn't write anything down for you. I did not write it down. Yeah. So in your kitchen at home, we have stuff that we can use because our Creator God has made us and He has provided everything that we would ever need. When He made man, He put him in the garden and he had food, glorious food. And He told him, go and take care of the garden and you must eat the bush because it's for the healing of the nation. And then He add all kind of stuff to it. I'm waiting for the new slides to come up. So everything we actually need, everything we need to fix our bodies, we have it. Some of the stuff we used to do when we were in the islands. Are there any islanders here? People from the Caribbean? If you came here when you were grown, then you would remember back in the days, you would drink bush tea. Only the fancy ones who live in the city, who move from the country, would drink coffee, instant coffee, and Tetley teas, and milk in, well, they would put the cow's milk in the cocoa. So for the bush tea, 7 days a week, you got 7 different bush, right? What happened? What happened? Okay, so the bush is good. The bush tea is good. Mr. Communication, can you find the one that says Brownsville? It came in today. Which bush? Well, you can't do that one because that will be cannibalism here. No, watch out. You don't want to have that one for to eat or to drink. But yeah. But if you think about it, though, back then they were much healthier because they do the stuff. And now recently I hear a lot about parasites in people with parasites in their stomach. Now, when you were a kid, before you go to school, you get a worm out. They got some bush that you have to drink. Who know Major Herb? Who? Major Herb? Oh, woo, yes, it's still alive. So before you go back to school, they would give you some stuff to drink, right? So you eat all the cane and the mango and run up and down, and it's time to go back to school, and they give you that thing, and boy. Carry a crow bush. Send the wrong one. I sent the wrong one. Do you see one that says Brownsville? I may have sent you the wrong file, but I could work with this. All right, we'll work with this. So here we go. There's some stuff that we have, and we pause at this one for a second. So we're going to talk about some stuff that we can use from the kitchen. But I just want to do a little bit of disclaimer first. So counsels and health, restorative power in nature is under that heading. It says disease is an effort of nature to free the system from conditions that results from violations of the laws of health. What are the laws of health? Anybody knows? I'm coming back to you for that. In case of sickness, the cause should be ascertained, unhealthful conditions should be changed, wrong habits corrected, then nature is to be assisted in her efforts to expel impurities and to reestablish right conditions in your system. What are the laws of nature? Come on. Sunshine. There you go. So you know them. If you use the acronym New Start, you get them all in there. You got to make sure you walk in. You got to make sure you're getting air, drinking your water, eating your good food, have your relationship with God, go to bed at night and don't stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning. See, you got it. So that's what disease is. So if you have a disease, it means that something is off and we need to figure out what it is. And most times we try to fix it and don't even know what the cause is. So if we don't get to the root cause, then you'll be fixing, and still don't get no fix. You just keep adding a Band-Aid to it. All right, the next one is a disclaimer. So the stuff that I'm going to share, those items on the table, it's just for informational purposes. It's not intended to replace your professional medical advice. So you got to make sure you talk to your doctor. I didn't get it. The material shared is for educational purposes and should only be used on the basis, not for diagnosis or treatment, right? So I told you before that I don't have a license. I can share stuff. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a nurse. So it's for informational purposes only. Did it work when I do it? Yeah. But you can try it if you want. I can't tell you to try it, but I can show it. Okay, so there is no cure in the eggplant, there's no cure in the ginger, and there's no cure in the onion. Who gives the cure? Who gives the healing? God. All right, so make sure you do a little bit of prayer over it first and ask God to make it work. Okay, so here we go. I am going to start with the onion. Did I print that, Dominique? No, I didn't print it. All right, so onions are antibacterial and it's antimicrobial and it's antiseptic. You can use it for a whole lot of stuff. I'm going to stick with the breathing issues, right? So if you have asthma or if you have a cough or congestion or your nose is stuffed up, you can use the onion in many ways for that, right? So it doesn't matter if it's red or those yellow ones. They have different varieties of them. I don't think it really matters. You just need a good onion. So you do? And it work? Did you hear that testimonial over there? Oh, so. Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. 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 Okay, so she don't take you don't. Did you hear what she says? Okay, so that take off one of my onion story that I was going to tell you, because I was going to tell you if you're congested, right, and the chest is, you cut the onion, slice it up, put it under the bottom of your foot. You know how your foot shape, right? Slice the onion and put it in there. Wrap it over with maybe a piece of plastic or saran wrap. Put on a good cotton socks. The plastic is so that it doesn't seep through and doesn't dry out that fast. So put on the socks, and you go to your bed, and when you wake up in the morning, you know it's supposed to be clear. So she don't take care of that one, so I don't have to I don't have to tell you that one. Okay. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. What look on you? All right, so this one is done. Did you hear what she says? Because that's what this is. You get the onion, you slice. Listen, I thought I was sharing stuff. You guys already know everything. Look at that. See, I come with my jar and the honey and the onion and my ratchet knife. So I thought I was coming to share something new, but you guys know it, so that's good, that's good. So you cut it up, right? You cut up the onion, and then you layer it. So you put the onion and you put a tablespoon of honey, and you layer it until it's finished, and then you let it sit overnight. By that time, the onion would have, all the liquid sweat out, the good stuff. Mix in with the onion, you take like it's a teaspoon, right? A couple of times a day if you still need it for the cough. This one? Yeah. So you still want me to do it because she don't tell you about it? Oh, okay. So can you come hold the mic? She said I should tell you even though she told you. So here we go. I'm going to... Okay, so here we go. I'm being reprimanded trying to take a shortcut here. Look at that. All right, so I come with my gloves because I believe in making it clean just in case somebody wants it. What is Brother Beck saying now? You just elevated me to doctor? Are you saying I should go faster? You mean lift up the table higher so you can see it? You know what is interesting? I'm not running off my mouth too much. I'm just talking while I do stuff. Do you know that the theme, I think it's the theme for Northeastern, is, say the word, elevate. Is that why you're saying it so many times? Okay. Talk loud so they can hear you, huh? Who can use it? Me can't use it to me, I care, but I'm taking it back to my house. What do you mean you know somebody who can? What do you mean you know somebody who can use it? Why you think I'm making it? To give it to you? No. Oh, you say elevate it and give it to her? Elevate the giving? Aren't I giving enough as it is? What happened? You get a bonus. You were supposed to just get health nugget every a couple nights a week. You get health nugget and bonus 2 weeks in a row. That's elevation if you ask me. I'm asking everybody else in the congregation. Is this elevation getting the bonus? Okay. Brother Beck, you got to come better than that. Oh, you giving me props? Whoa, watch out now, watch out. I'm going to move my membership to Brownsville. Okay, so make sure you slice up the onion, right? I'm not making it as thin as it could be because we only have 1 hour to do all of this, so we're going to do that. Do the other one too, right? We're going to need more. No. You see how big the bottle is? So based on your size of your container, don't do what I'm doing. Cut it on the table on a cutting board. You got to be a professional to be handling your knife like that. And even professionals get cut. Can I tell you a horror story? I thought I was all of that and then some, right? So my grandchildren come over and they make smoothies. So grandma had frozen strawberries in the refrigerator. So in the freezer. Oh, correction. So she thought, well, why don't you just take the knife and pry it apart? Because you know you can't put a certain size in the blender. You got to break it down. So she got the knife and tried to pry it open. And instead of it prying the strawberry open, you know the rest of the story. Okay, so what are you supposed to use? The cutting board. Don't be doing no nonsense what you're cutting in your hand. Then, well, I know some of you people like to use that little teeny tiny knife, and you'll be cutting from now till thy kingdom come. One onion take you half an hour to cut up. Where you get that from? The lady with the mic says I should stop talking about her. Apparently she used a little teeny tiny knife to cut her onions. And it cut fast? No, it doesn't. If you put it on the cutting, I don't have a cutting board, but I would have cut that long time ago. You put the point down, and you go, poop, 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 done. Okay. You need a glass jar, okay? Not plastic, glass. So you put some of your onions in, one layer on the bottom. That looked like a layer to me. So let me tell you something else. I have to swear. If you cannot open the jar and use my age, it's telling us to have to get over. So make sure you start at first in your hand, okay? Don't wait till you get to my age to find out that you can't open a jar. Okay, so here we go. 1 spoon. The best one you can afford. I don't know if not everybody can afford Manuka. Manuka is on the up and upside there. You got to be, so you get the one that doesn't have the sugar put in there. It's like real honey. But well, if you get the bee and put it in there, that's even better. Okay, so we put another layer. Then you get the comb and you're set. All right, so it's a spoon. You put a spoonful, right? But because I am who I am, I'm going to go like this. Don't do this at home. That's not how you're supposed to do it. I say a tablespoon. You keep layering it. I didn't know you was no P title, but if you give it to me, I'll take it. So you get the concept, right? Okay. So I'm going to put this in here. And by the time I finish with the eggplant on the other end, you should be able to see some liquid in here. That's good. The thinner your onion is, the better. When it's chunky like this, it's going to take a minute for it to go through the process, but you get the idea, right? Brother Beck, how am I doing? You're doing fine. Am I going to be elevated to excellent? Oh, yeah. Okay. Shaking together, running over. That's the blessings of the Lord. If I need a little water? You mean this one? I have extra onions too, it could have fit in there. All right, I'm going to stop at this point. I'm going to let it sit. Well, by tomorrow it should be good. What did he say? I was planning to make it and bring it so you'll taste it, but I don't like people giving me stuff, right? I like to see what they're doing. So I says, don't make nothing and bring to nobody. Just show them how you make it and let them go make it themselves. I'm just using my own measurement, that's all. All right. Who says she's getting it? Okay. What the book say, ask and it shall be given? Yes, who said that? Tell me where you find it, because I ain't never see that part somewhere there. I hear people say it. I'm not saying it's not there. John 3 says, for God so loved the world that he gave. All right. So that's one down. Now, some persons who has the uncle name? Who does? Arthur. Yeah. Nobody? Okay. Mr. Communicator, can you flip to the next slide? Now, another thing you can do with the onions, that is if you are congested, somebody, y'all are giving me competition. My time is almost done. Is it done yet? It's 5 minutes too? 7 minutes. Okay. So if your nose is all stuffed up, right? Your sinus is acting up. That same onion, you get some boiling water, and you put it in the pot. Who know how to do the steam inhalation? You could put Vicks. Vicks don't grow on tree, but I'm telling you how the onion work. Okay, so you slice the onion and you put it in the water, and then you put your head, don't put your face in it. You put your head over it and you cover it over. A couple of deep breaths, right? And then after a while, you take it out and you give yourself a good blow and it should clear it up. Do it a couple of times and that should be good. Yeah. Did you hear that? Yes. Okay, I didn't do it, but she did it, so she's telling you that it could go. Onion skin. Well, I think what they do too is they probably roast it in the oven and grind it up and make, I think, onion soup, like for the flavoring of that. Okay, so you could do the steam inhalation, whatever. Inhale it and it clear up your nose. Next slide, sir. And those are the what you need for the onion syrup. And the next one is, how long does it last for? What? It lasts forever. Honey, remember, honey, real honey doesn't spoil, right? You know your honey lasts for eternity, right? Well, you know, if you're using it, it's not going to be around that long. Okay. And the onion's not going to die because it's locked up it's locked in the honey. And when you finish, you just throw it away. Okay, poultice, the ginger. So ginger, I did send the wrong slides. The ginger has properties, lots of good properties, but I'm only going to choose the one that goes for Uncle Arthur, right? So it has gingerol, which is the thing that kind of pull the inflammation. So, Uncle Arthur, arthritis. I'm sorry. So, you know, pain in the joints? Okay, that's what I am so sorry. I thought everybody knew who the uncle was. Yeah, so it does help with pulling inflammation. So when you put it on, if it's burning, then it means that it's pulling out the inflammation from the joint or wherever it is. So I'm going to show you how to make that poultice. So you get the ginger, fresh ginger roots, and then you peel it off. So you clean it up, and then you grater it, and then you make a little purse and you put it in the area. So you're going to need paper towel or cotton, a nice thin piece of cotton cloth. You're going to need some plastic or saran wrap. You're going to need a bandage or another piece of cloth that you could tie it down with, right? So you see me trying to clean it. I think if you use the spoon, it actually helps you to clean it off like real quick. So make believe this is 100% clean and there's nothing on it. 7 minutes is done, gone. 3 minutes is gone. You get your grater and you grate it. Now, most of you people are fancy. You have food processor and all of that kind of stuff in your house. You put it in there and you blend it up. Don't put no water. Cut it small. I'm just making enough to show you how to put it on. Do I have it? Okay. Who wants to be the volunteer to get it put on their arm or somewhere, your knee, your elbow, your finger? You want to come, so we don't waste the thing. Come. This is research in the highest degree, okay? Make sure it's being recorded so we can say the research worked. Now they have to come back and tell you if they did anything for them. Okay, so so the ginger is grated, and you could see the liquid. And then you would get, there's another bandage. You'll get a piece. I'm gonna use 2 squares. Where am I putting it? Okay. Get in the other, the cup. It's not you don't want to have an open cut or anything because it's probably going to burn you if you do that. All right, so my thingamajiggy is not the greatest because it has this serrated in the middle right here, but I'm going to make the little purse. So I'm going to get okay, so I put it in the center. Ooh, nice and wet. And then I'm going to make a little purse. So there's the ginger. So listen, I don't have saran wrap, so I'm going to make my own. So here's the purse, right? I'm going to put it on the area. So, because I don't have, right? So I'm going to cover it over. You can't see it, but make believe you can. I'll do the other one for you. Ginger, yeah. And then I have this bandage over. Not too tight.
The circulation.
Okay, so you would wrap it over. I'll do the other one so you could see it. You'll wrap it over, but you'll do it at night when you go into bed. So you know you go and you lay down and you leave it right there. So let me do the other one. Cut it the same way. What did brother? Is he messing with you? He can help you fix it at night so you don't have to be straining yourself. Okay. So listen, when you do it, right, if you feel it burning, you may be able to, if you can endure it, you could wait it out. But if you can't, then just take it off and then wipe it off with a dry piece of cloth. Yeah, go ahead. Are you telling me or are you asking me? I don't know about turmeric doing that. I think turmeric is good. But if you use it and it's good, then you want to share it, then well, you can't put down my ingredients. How are you do? Wait a second. There ain't no competition here. We're talking about stuff in the kitchen that we can use. Did you hear what she tried to do? Wait a second. Sister Gillens, look who that is. She could do some presentations for you. Look and see who back there. So I remember I had a pain in my ankle, and this gentleman offered me he bought me a container with some yellow stuff in it. I don't know what was in it, but he offered me some yellow stuff, so it was probably the turmeric, and he says to put it on it. But all he said was to put it on it. What was I supposed to do? I still have the container. This is probably 10, 12 years ago. He didn't tell me what to do. He says, just put it on your foot. And it's powder. How do you put powder on your foot? I don't know. But yeah, so you make a little purse, right? Close it over like a patty. You all people who know how to cook. You see, you don't need to add anything to it to get liquid. And like I said, you use what you have. I'm going to use this.
You can use saran wrap, will work.
Okay, so she says right here on the ankle, right? So I'm going to put the purse, the wet side, on right over there. And then I'm going to use the plastic to keep the moisture in so it doesn't come out too fast. And then I have a wrap. Now, if you don't have, this just so happened to be. So if you have a piece of cloth, you use a piece of cloth that you have. All right? Or if you have, listen, you use what you have. I have a Bayesian friend, and he says, if you don't have a horse, ride a cow. And I says, okay. To me, that means, ooh, the juice. Get a paper. In essence, you use what you got. Lift up your foot on the heel. Well, he says, use what you have in essence. That's what he was saying. And again, these you'll do at night when you're not moving up and down. Lift it up, Susan. Lift it up. What I say about Jesus? He used what he has at the moment. There you go. Humble. All right, how did that go? I guess I'm not that old. All right, so here we go. We got one last one for you. Okay, so here we go. But I bought extra gloves. Yeah. We not do all of that. But share it with them so they know what to do. Mm-hmm. Did you hear that? So when you peel off the onion, start saving some of the good one. Make sure it's clean, and then you can add it and make your tea. I don't change my gloves. I come well prepared, gloves and all. It could have passed for communion too. I would have a bucket of water to wash my hand right here. All right, so now we're moving on to the eggplant water. Okay?
I have a question.
Yes.
What are all this onion and honey? What could be give me could you tell us all the things that it's good for?
It's good for respiratory stuff, right? Respiratory, so anything to do specific. So if you have a cold, flu, your chest clog, she says if you have a fever, you stick it under there and under the bottom of your foot. I know also if you have congestion, you could, put it under your foot and it helps to clear it up. That's the onion. The onion and the honey is for the cold, the flu, the congestion, stuffy. The onion does help with your bronchioles. It helps with the respiratory. Okay, here we go. I washed the eggplants and put them in in the bag. I didn't want to cut off the top because then it would start to go brown and you'd be like, what on earth is that? So I left the top one there after I washed it and put it in the bag. So we're going to make the eggplant water for you, and this is good for the blood vessels to help it dilate. And when the vessels are dilated, then the blood flow freely, right? When it has plaque according to the associate over there, it causes the pressure to be high. So it's the force. The blood pressure is the force, right? But when it's just flowing like the water, then we're good. Okay, so can you go to the next slide? Huh? Yeah. That your feet are swelling? Well, you're going to have to figure out what's causing the swelling. So you can't just plop it on there and you don't know why it's swelling. Remember the first slide? It says we need to ascertain the cause and then help nature to fix it with whatever it provides. Well, if that's what it is, then you need to not stand for too long. Make sure your stuff is good. And still check with the doctor to make sure that something else is not causing the swelling. Okay. So a lot of people, we do the blood pressure already. So a lot of people have blood pressure. It's called the silent killer, and they don't know and they walk around. This is just a little way of, I don't know, if you drink some of it every day and fix the other stuff, get your sunshine and you're being temperate and you're going to bed, will help to keep it at a good level. So you need one large or one medium eggplant, wash, cut up, and put it in a container and add some water to it. Put it in the fridge for 5 days. Make sure you take it out every day and shake it up. And after 5 days, which is on the 6th day, you take like 4 ounces one time a day until it's finished, and then you throw away the eggplant. If you're going to do this, then you need to monitor your pressure to see if it's having any impact on it, right? Because if you're taking your meds and you do this and then you don't want it to go way down. So monitor and see how it works. So I'm going to show you how I cut it up and put it in there.
So also those that don't have blood pressure shouldn't really take this one, because then it's going to lower the normal pressure.
If you're not, right, so if your numbers are good, I'm not going to cut myself. I just scared the person holding the microphone. She thought I was going to cut myself just now. Yeah, if your numbers are good, then you really don't need to be doing this. Just do the regular. Eat it in your meal. This could be your side vegetable at 1 or 2 meals for the week. And this way, if you're doing all that you're supposed to do, then you won't have to worry about fixing it. What happened? He says you're going to have eggplant with your meal? Chocho? What's that? That's what you call this? Listen. The who? What's that? Listen, you don't need no microwave. Microwave don't change all the stuff in your food. You're having Franken food when you use a microwave, and I'm not going to take that back. A microwave turn your food into Franken food. What's that? Okay. What happened? No, it's not. It's not. Okay, so I'm going to cut it up, right? And I'm going to put it in the bottle. And I washed all the bottles this morning and drained them out. And then I left church and went home and picked up the bottles and come with them. I make sure they're clean. Let me tell you, I'm not going to use them stuff. So I have to make sure I do it. Just in case I take it home, then I'll be drinking it, right? So if it's not clean, I'm not going to drink it. But it looks like somebody is going to want to take this home, so I won't get to take it home. Pay me for my bottle, my time, my ingredients. my associate, my assistant, Brother Beck in the back. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so you want to get one as purple as possible, and you don't want it to have any blemishes on there. Fruits and vegetables should not have blemishes. You don't want those half-dead stuff. And when you go to the fruit stand and you see them selling those, the broccoli, you know how they love to sell broccoli in a bag? This morning you pass by and the broccoli is like $2.99 for 2 little stems. And by evening you're passing back, you get a big old bag for $1. Look at the color, it's yellow. Okay, and that goes for the cauliflower. It's $4 for 1 little head of cauliflower. And by the time you pass back the end of the week, you're getting 3 heads of cauliflower for 99 cents. If you look at it, they cut it here and cut it there, and it has a bunch of black spots. Leave it alone. If you can only afford a half a pound, buy a half a pound of quality stuff. Ooh, I went on a soapbox just now. No cutting out. No cutting out. Nah. Okay, so we're going to pour some water on there. You could pour it. Okay. The other thing is, what kind of bottle you should put it in? Glass. And it should be securely tightened. Supposed to be almost sealed. So let me tell you what happened with my experiment. I got stories for days. I decided that I'm going to make some. So I made 2 bottles, 2 this size, and I couldn't find the cover. You know this is 2 pieces for the cover, right? And they have some covers that are plastic that you can use. They have mason jar cover that's plastic, and I can't find them at the store. So I had this and not. So I put a piece of parchment, and then I put this over it, and I said it was sealed. 1 jar was completely sealed, and 1 jar had parchment paper and just a cap. What do you think happened? What happened? The one with the cover, the one with the parchment, that's spoiled like nobody's business. It started fermenting, then the top started getting brown, and then before you know it, I don't know what, I kept shaking it anyway, because I want to see what's going to happen. The eggplant pretty much stays the same color, barely changed, but the one with the seal jar, I sent the wrong slides. If you'd seen, it became purple. It had the color of the eggplant skin. Yeah. Supposed to, the water is going to change. The color of the water is going to change. It's going to get the color of the eggplant skin, and whatever goodies that's in the eggplant is going to be in the water. So that's distilled water, medium eggplant, chop it up, distilled water. I mean, if you can't find it or you don't have it, use the best quality water that you can find. But first choice would be distilled water. All right, so we put all of that in there. Now, other people will tell you more stories, but I'm going to stick to the simplest one. They probably tell you to add garlic and all kind of something in there. I'm saying you can use just the eggplant, get a good result. I don't see nobody. Who's talking? Who is me, Ralph? Brother Ralph? Okay.
God is the creator for everything on earth. So now, why do we have to use all these different things to put in one together, like the onion and the honey, in order for it to make
You can. So if you were doing, and here's the thing, I'm going to go back to that first slide. It says, disease is an effort of nature, free the system from stuff that's making it not function the way it's supposed to. So if we were following the basic, everybody in here Adventist? Yeah? So Adventists have this health message that covers the basic. So if we were following that, well, not 100% guarantee, but if you were following that, it's most likely that you wouldn't have to be making these things. Remember that when God made us, and that fancy garden, I wasn't a part of that. I'm a descendant of whoever was there. If they didn't break the rules and getting kicked out, then you would have been there for a long time. If we are eating the way we're supposed to eat, no franking fruit, no processed food, from the tree to the pot, then you less likely have a need to do that. Now, because of where we live and the environment, you may have to do a little something every once in a while. And thus, this is a little something that the flu come around and you may need to do it. Right? We need a little something every once in a while. But yeah, it is the same onion. Pick up some onion and then a little bit of honey. Good. If you are diabetic, this is not for you. Okay? Be careful because of the sugar. You'll be taking too much. Right, Dee? Onion? You can have an onion with all your meals. My son went to Romania on a mission trip. When he came back, he tells me onion and garlic is like lettuce and tomato, a part of their meal. We have given onions and garlic bad rap. You say, ooh, you smell like onion, so you smell like chicken too. And ooh, the garlic smells stink. Really? So is that bacon you had on your burger just now. What's the difference? It still has an odor, it still has a smell, but because they don't want you to eat it or somebody don't like it, they make a big deal out of it. Same thing, all food has. So there's nothing wrong with the onion or the garlic, or the onion and garlic together, whether you saute, roast it, or put it in a bottle. Well, there you go. There you go. Yes, dear. Watch that word. a pink pineapple. So, a lot of food have been experimented with. Yeah, you just got to be careful. And even the old word, the organic, unless you plant it in your own yard, they know organic. I went to the store, right? And my dollar has to stretch. I told you I'll take one little head of broccoli and pay the money for it and get that whole lot. And so I'm there, and the guy packing the stuff, you know, the organic stuff is usually right next to, just with a sign. And something fall from the regular shelf, and he moved it right into the organic section. I'm like, really? They didn't have tags on it. It's just the section. And I'm like, So me gonna pay extra money for that, and it come from over there. You just wash. I mean, if you cannot afford the organic stuff, then just buy the best quality and wash it properly. You could make some vinegar, something. Look up online. You all have smartphone where you could put stuff together to wash the vegetables. You wash it good, and you pray and ask God to help you to make it nourish you. He said baking soda and vinegar is a vegetable wash. You all have fancy phone. The phones are smarter. My phone is making calls when I didn't press any button. So, so smartphones. But look it up. You could find. You don't have to buy the expensive one. And you'll never get all the pesticides off. And organic just mean they use maybe a little milder thing on it. So, but just wash it as good as you can, and then ask the Lord to bless it. I think I have come to the end of my demonstrations. So, have this little, I put the stuff on here for the eggplant. And on the back, I told you what I did. So you have space to make notes for the onion under your arm, the onion under your foot, the onion in the hot water with the cloth over your head. So you have all of that, you could write it down. And then the ginger is just straight up ginger. You make the poultice, and if you feel it burning, it means it's pulling the inflammation from wherever you put it. And then if you can't bear it, then you take it off and just wipe it off with a nice cold cloth. That's what I have for you tonight. If you have any questions, I'll take them. I think I've been doing the questions as I go along. But if you have more, we can take them now. Do I have the cards for you? That's not a question from the presentation. Yes, I bought them for you. Okay. Okay, any other question? Do you find this useful? Yes, dear. The eggplant. The eggplant is for the blood pressure. Huh? Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. One at a time. One at a time. So you put it in the fridge. Like this one. You see it now? It's on the paper. Did you get one of these? It's right here. Oh, okay. We bring one for you, brother. So you cut it up, you put it in there, and you put it in the fridge for 5 days. Every day you go in and you shake it up and you put it back. Put it to the back of the fridge, not the front. Shake it up, put it back. On the 6th day, you can start using it. You may not want to do it cold. Maybe you want to pour it out and then you let it come to room temperature and then you drink it, right? So that's what that is.
How much you take for 4 ounces?
It says 4 ounces. But then look, as you go along, remember to take your blood pressure so you can see how if it's having any impact on blood pressure. Oh, wait, one more second. Bajan, any Bajan in the house? No Bajan. St. Vincent? What do you call eggplant? Balanji. So it's garden egg, eggplant, balanji. Anybody, any other land? What's Baigan? Which country you come from? Guyana? And it's called it Baigan? Baigan. Okay, anybody else? Where's the other name? So Balanje, Baigan, eggplant, garden egg, what else? That's it? 4? Okay, so whatever name you know it by, it come out to be the same purple fruit. Cut it up, and you put it in the water. Listen, you see the color start to change already? Okay. All right, so thank you very much for having me and my crew here at Brownsville. We appreciate you having us, and we had a good time coming over and sharing God's word. One more question? Oh, okay. Well, most of the thing would have been gone. It's going to be, the eggplant is still going to be firm, but the color is going to be gone from the purple part, right? The purple, so the water is going to be like purplish. The slide right there looks like this right now. I had another one that was purple, but when you finish, huh? Well, you going to be experimenting. I can't tell you what to do. I tell you I'm not a doctor. Did you see the disclaimer? It says it's educational purposes only. Money. So here's what I'm saying, right? Can I get everybody's attention? thing at the top says, this is for educational purposes only. Always check with your doctor, right? I don't have a license to tell you anything. I tell you what I do and I'm sharing. If you want to experiment with it, you can check with your doctor. If you're going to do it without checking, then make sure you monitor your blood pressure to see how it's impacting you. Is that clear? So don't go and say, I tell you to do nothing. I didn't tell you nothing. Okay? Got it? No, if it works, then you could tell me, so the next time I share, I could say, well, persons have done it, and this is what it does. Just like now, I can add the fever with the onion, right? I can add that because she says she did it and her temperature went down, and I know if you put it under your foot, it will help with the congestion and all of that. So that much I know. Okay? Okay. Any other questions? No? Yes, you use it until it's finished. And then you throw away the eggplant. Listen, there's no harm in adding eggplant to your menu. Don't put no cheese on it though. Just cut it up the same way. Saute the onion and the garlic and the tomato in the pot. Put your eggplant in there, stir it up, cover it up, and let it simmer. Watch the salt. Don't elevate the salt. And then you're looking at me. You know I'm talking to you. Yeah. Put the salt in the actually you should throw out the salt. If you're going to use salt, Sister Giddens, let me know when you're ready because I'm just hot. If you're going to use salt, you should try to get like the gray salt. It's a little bit more expensive. Or the Himalayan pink salt, but I wouldn't get the one that's already grinded up because they put stuff in there to make it loose, right? So if you get the big grain and it has that grinder on it and you do it as you need it, that's probably better. But you just need a little bit. Don't put too much salt in your food. There's a hand in the back. Go ahead, sweetheart. I think you need to probably put a little bit of heat on it. So if you for instance, put it in, if you have a grill or you don't have a grill, you have a stainless steel pot, not the aluminum pot. Watch those aluminum pots. You have one of those pots with a good high-end bottom. You let it heat up a little bit. You plop it on there and flip it over. It cooks very quickly. So with that, you could add it to it because it's like sort of kind of cooked, but not mushed out. So I don't know I've never had it without adding a little bit of heat to it. So I can't say it would taste good. You're going to experiment and tell us how it works? Oh, you're just asking? You're not asking because you want to put it in your salad? It does. Mm-hmm. You do? So why don't you just experiment and tell me how it tastes? Tell Sister Gillens how it tastes, and she let me know.
Why is raw eggplant not good?
I don't know. I've never had it. I didn't say it's not good.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying the raw eggplant is not good. I'm saying I've never had it raw, so I don't know. But again, you have your smartphones. Plop it in there and see if it says you need to put a little heat to it. I mean, even broccoli, people tend to want to eat it raw, but I'd say you need to blanch it a little bit in order to get more of the nutrient out of it. Not boil it, but just, you know what blanch is? Just to put in a little bit of hot water and plop it back out, cool it down. And take it right back out. Yeah, and then you just cool down, change the temperature. Okay. All right. Yes, Brother Ralph. Read the bottle. That seasoning salt, I must say 75% guess that it has MSG in it. Yeah, if you choose to, but read the label. It's important for us to read our labels just to make sure that we're doing good. See, you know they call that white seasoning. Okay, that MSG is going to elevate your blood pressure like nobody's business. And it's also messes with your nerve and it has a lot of stuff that's not necessarily good for you. Yeah. It probably banned in. Put in this one. Maybe somebody want that. See. Accent, that's another name for it. This dirty spoon. Yeah, if you're hypertensive, you don't want to fool around with that. Okay, we're good. Where's the cover? Okay, so there's some winners. Oh, this is not one bag anymore. So should I? Okay, so right ahead of Sister Gillian. She come right to the front. I was getting ready to look for her. Do you think I should give this to her? Well, you can't answer. You can't. You. She moved to the front. We're looking for her. So we're gonna do it by consensus. Do you think we should give this to Sister White? Oh, okay. We don't even need to vote. Okay. On behalf of us up here and over there.
Thank you so much.
Oh, and then Sister Gillian says she want the dress. Oh, this is melting out good, Sister Gillian. And Sister Gillian's want whatever is in this one. She should get it, right? She should get it, yeah? Okay. Now, ladies, when you open your sauce with your pasta in it, and you're Brownsville. Can you get, whoa, Sister White, we're giving you a round of applause. You are white in a brown shirt. So, one second. So this one is going to my BFF. You know, I have a very sore spot in my heart for a gentleman that was I don't know if she's still in the treasury, but we've been working for a long time. You know those crusades that over there on Utica Avenue and Clarendon Road? So since I'm not there anymore, I was a part of the treasury team. And two members of your church actually were part of the team. But there's this one that, like, the first time I saw him, I fell in love. And I've been in love ever since. And I'm sure you love him too. You don't love him? You all don't love him? Let me tell you, I love me some Elder Hines, okay? Every year I look forward to seeing Elder Hines in the trailer. Well, that one back there that has his hand up, he cut out on me after the first year. I'm like, and I'm asking, what happened? He just never came back. Oh, but he did a good job too. I'm not talking about the quality. I'm just saying he just took, you know. I love Miss. Is Sister Hines here? Yes. Okay. I got a fellowship. Present and accounted for.